Hello and welcome, world. Hi, hello, welcome. My name is DM Dan. This is Explorers of Elsewhere Titan Talk, where three beautiful creatures plus myself gather together to talk nerdy things about the nerdy things that we nerd over. Specifically, Explorers of Elsewhere Campaign 3, The Titan Isles. Tonight, I am joined by Nate.
Hello.
Hello. By Tim.
Hello.
Hello. And by Livvy.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And hello, Plainly, over in Twitch. How you doing? You all good? We have come together in the aftermath of episodes 10 and 11. Those are the ones we've just done. And yeah, there were a couple of revelations.
Big old stuff happening.
Some big old revelations that probably need to be discussed. Yes. But yeah, before we jump into it, thank you. Yes, we are all doing well, Plainly. Thank you very much for asking. And hello, Donald in YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for joining our Patreon. Actually, that's a fantastic reminder. Thank you, Donald. If you are intrigued by what it is that we're going to be saying tonight, make sure to like the video here on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, and follow over on Twitch. And if you want to find out more, you can always join our Discord, which is free to join. The links are in the description. And if you really want to help us out, then consider becoming either a member on YouTube or a patron over on Patreon. The tiers are relatively cheap. It's like £2 or £5, which is like $3 or about $6.50, something like that. And then that will give you access to some sort of like behind the scenes stuff. I'll be doing some let's plays. I'll be uploading things early for members. We may or may not have recorded the first episode of a little play test.
Yeah.
And I'm musing. I need to discuss this with you, Nate, off air. But I'm musing
whether or not we should use it.
Should I just delete it? No. Musing over whether, I think we should maybe consider looking at having that as early access in inverted commas for members. But yes, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open for more news on that front. Right, that's enough rambling from me. Episode 10, episode 11.
What happened again?
What did happen? A lot happened. We've finally decided halfway through the campaign titled Titan Isles to go ruffle some Titan feathers. We've done it. We've done it, gang.
We're not even there yet.
We were busy.
Yeah,
you nuked our house.
We were coming perilously close to that moment in Skyrim when you turn up to Whiterun like 300 hours into the game, and the guy's like, "Oh, you've already done all of my quests."
Yeah.
Oh.
Feels more like we're actually at the bit in Skyrim where you are getting to Whiterun and then the giant punts you into space.
True, very true. Also, hello Theo in chat. Hello. We appreciate you are very sleepy, so please relax, and we'll try and get to the bottom of Cooper's revelations over the space of this evening. But yes, episode 10 primarily focused on the immediate aftermath of dealing with Abe's Malgulva problem. Or was that all of episode 10?
Yeah.
Episode 10, the Malgulva problem.
Yeah.
Episode 9 dealt with it, and then episode 10 started with the purple cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the purple cave to discuss.
Episode 9 was the and then episode 10 was the
So yeah, let's start with episode 10, I guess. I think in the last Titan Talk, which was for episodes 8 and 9, Nate, you had some theories
Did have
about
some theories.
why the cave went purple. How did those theories pan out?
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed it, right? No, obviously it was the purple lady herself. What she bloody well wants, still a massive mystery, because she just kind of went, cool, bye.
Yeah.
Just left.
Tell you what, I'll let you guys discuss for a moment, and I'm going to quickly dive into my catalogs. And
Argos.
So
Busting
I'm
out the
gonna.
Rolodex.
Yeah.
So for anyone who hasn't watched campaign 2, which is our Blaze in the Dark campaign, the purple lady, the lady in purple, might be a bit of a, I don't know, who that? So let's put her on screen. I'm gonna drape over Nate just because she's.
Who needs to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, Nate. What? Given that you were in campaign 2, yeah, where's your mind at about what on earth I might be up to?
I mean, considering what the lady in purple did in campaign 2, I kind of just get the feeling that she knows all hell's breaking loose and she's just sat there with her popcorn. That's just the kind of feeling that I'm getting. It's just like, world spirits are corrupted. With all the magical powers that I have, I could quite easily solve this. Am I going to do it? No. Where's the fun in that?
Oh, you tell you what, it's not popcorn, is it? She sat there with a little cup of tea.
A little cup of tea, stirring it. What a bitch.
Yeah, I'll just leave her. I'll leave her next to you, Nate. Just.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll leave her right there. So let me see if I'll flip her. There we go. Right, she's your little buddy for the rest of the talk. So yes, that is Lady in Purple. Yeah, sorry.
No.
She might, well, she is the sort of person to push the first domino of like a domino structure that someone else has meticulously put together.
Yeah, it was particularly interesting that she had quite a keen interest in Abe and what Abe had just done. That I felt like was something interesting. But yeah, where she's come from, where did she go? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it depends. How long has she been messing around with the village? How long has she been there? How much of an effect has she had?
I mean, you've got like a vague timeline from the recently kind of renamed Brynja, that like Malgorva.
Was it about 18 months?
Pretty much. Well, theoretically, before Abe got booted out the village, like when Malgorva started on her crazy train.
And it's only a little village, so there has to be some worth in for it, you know.
Surely that means then
why mess around with such a tiny little ecosystem?
Was the purple lady doing something in Elysia and in the village at the same time? Oh, little what a
many pies.
I mean,
many
pies. It seems like she was wanting the mountain gunk for some reason, perhaps, or at least she was getting them to do the mining. And if she was, why she do that? And how's it related to Exo? And is it related to Exo? And are they friends, or is she just there? I mean, what's going on? Why are they doing this?
Why do? How do? Who do?
We could have just had a lovely time on an island.
They could have not done that, and then we could have had a chat with God and gone home with a cup of tea.
Yeah.
We could have had this done in an afternoon.
Well, yeah. So, off the back of what Brynja, so no longer Yalna, That was the name that she had adopted when she forswore her father. When she booted her father out. I'm not using your name anymore. Yeah, she's now.
Does Yelna mean like Raven Darkness in
yeah, exactly.
in their language?
Ebony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You bring the edgiest of the keepers that we might ever meet. But yes, she had said that like Malgorva, under the instruction of the voice of the mountain, was to mine the marble like crazy, and bring it back to Riceville Nar. But then I guess it was a bit weird that you guys lopped off Malgorva's head and Taro just kind of went, wee, and then just bamfed out.
Lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of effort to just go, never mind.
Yeah.
Fun's over.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out soon.
What else occurred in episode 10?
So we were able to have a chat with Galena, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yes.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
that was 100% Dan wasn't like once again Dan wasn't expecting this, and realistically, was there ever actually any was that ever not on the cards?
Yeah.
Like,
kind of thing.
I thought that's what you were kind of pushing towards. Dan,
Well,
'cause you were like,
yes.
"Oh, do you have some way of communicating with people?" And
Just
we
like,
were
I've just happened to give a sending stone to someone, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. For the benefits of anyone who doesn't know, Tim, who is Galena?
Galena is the best alchemist you will ever meet. Don't question that, please. Galena's my character from campaign 1. She was brilliant fun to play, because she's just a little psychotic. Makes nice little change, dropping out of kind of Guardy's much more chill thing to go back into to play Galena for a bit. So it was fun getting the chance to do that again and see how she was getting on. I'd recommend giving campaign 1 a watch if anyone hasn't seen it, because it's a fun time. It's a good fun time. Some good Dan DMing as always.
Oh, thank you. Theo has said we need a Galena model over Tim's picture, please. Well ahead of you, buddy.
Oh,
Nate's got his fave. He's got Taro. Tim's got Galena for all the way from campaign 1. We need to figure out what image I'm digging out of the vaults for you, Livvy.
I think I have a pretty good idea.
Good idea of what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yes, Galena. Like, what's your elevator pitch of Galena? What happened to her in a nutshell?
So, without wanting to give too much away, in case anyone does want to go back and give campaign 1 a watch through, she is a little bit similar to Castro in that she's very, very driven in science, and unfortunately, her drive in science in her past has led to some rather unfortunate results that she may or may not be on the run from and desperately trying to figure out how to fix. But it hasn't really slowed down her mad science that much. So, spent a lot of the campaign just grabbing things that shouldn't be grabbed if they seemed even remotely interesting and magical.
And creating some horrendous NPCs off the back of random potion charts.
Oh my goodness!
Rest in power, Mr. Dribbles.
Rest in power.
All right, he's got his own statue.
Every day I cry a little bit thinking about Mr. Dribbles and what it could have been.
So yes, you managed to get hold of Galena. Yeah, Nate? I feel that there was what I can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember that it happened. There was something in like campaign 2 where you lot just announced. Oh yeah, it was the Tavarien reveal, wasn't it?
Yeah, so again, we all thought, like, there's this big metal suit. There's a little bit of spoilers for campaign 2. Just like, big metal suit. We've got this old lady who's like the head of the people in the whole of the town. We've got her ghost. This big suit can hold ghosts. Obviously, Dan wants us to put her in this suit, and Dan was just like, I wasn't expecting that. And we're like, what? How can you not?
No, I know. Yeah, again, looking back on it, I'm just like, why was that ever in doubt? Like, of course, that was the only option. And yeah, so I had that same in my head. I think I was just like, oh, you're going to talk to whoever's normally at the other end of this sending stone. So like Kigfran or Lord Sorrowwind, which we'll come back to in a sec. But then off the back of you rolling so high, when you all started questioning, oh, who shall we call? There was a part of me was like, sure. Sure. Who do you call? And then you unanimously were like, yeah, let's call Galena. Godspeed,
and then
Tim.
because
Godspeed.
you were wrong-footed, you were like, Tim, go.
I choose you.
Galena.
But yes, it was lovely to kind of. It felt lovely, and it was nice that it wasn't like a forced. It was like a naturally invoked cameo. It was really fun to voice Atta for that short little period of time.
I did tell Errol about that.
Yes, it was. I appreciate now why Errol loved playing Atta. There was just something about the voice. Hello, Lady Vengeance in Twitch. Hello, and hello, Chris over in YouTube. Hi. Welcome along. Yes, it was really good fun to meet them. It did kind of well, you got about 80% of the to-do list from Galena before the call cut. And well, what happened after?
I got to put my acting bod on. That's what happened.
How did everyone feel about Griffin's little like freak out off the back of that rather ominous voice?
I think, well, Abe.
He's been nothing but straight.
But honest. I think it was interesting. I think in my own head, because obviously I didn't know what the sitch was. It's trying to work out how much shit Griffin is in. Where it's just like, are you like bound to some evilness that we have to like deal with now, or are you on the run, or are you actually a baddie, or I don't know. There's so many and I think that's kind of like my head reeling and also Abe's head reeling of just like we've got enough fingers in pies. Never mind with someone that's got a serious something going on with somebody probably horribly nasty.
I feel like we're introducing a new relatively major villain about once a session.
Yeah,
at the moment.
yeah. We just got rid of Malgova, and now it's just
God.
oh no, there's this guy now.
Yeah.
I will give you a little peek behind the curtain. Night before last, Carl and I sat down. It was Friday night. Carl and I sat down, and I was just like, right, I'm going to write down all of the NPCs that are like in play in some form or another, and how on earth am I going to fit all of these in, like in a meaningful way before campaign ends. And we've done it. We've got some jam-packed episodes ahead of us, but we've done it.
I'm guessing you have a big corkboard with some red string.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It does feel like we're introducing some pretty revelatory NPCs each session.
Yeah, it was a fun bit though. Lord Sorrowwind coming up, and obviously Griffin having a tough time because, like, I knew that Griffin seemed a little bit too happy-go-lucky to be that fine.
Be that, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting, like seeing a bit of whatever is going on in the background there. I feel like for Gardy, it's just like, okay, cool, yeah, we've been routinely just like murdering people and blowing stuff up, and everyone has weird secrets. It's another one, fine.
Gardy is 100% the Donald Glover in the Community episode with the
Yeah.
pizzas. Like, you're just looking at everyone and be like, what on earth is wrong with all
Yeah.
of you?
Like, I feel like his family and stuff were like, oh, those city folk, they're mental. And he's like, oh, they
Many
can't be that
secrets.
they can't be
Their
that bad.
trauma.
And then he, like, within about a week, everything's gone to shit. It's, yeah, he's rolling with it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, poor Theo in chat. Poor Theo, just getting, like, after Griffin scrambled out of Dodge in the immediate aftermath of that phone call, Cooper just caught both barrels from Abe.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper can take it. I think I'd feel bad if Abe shouted at Griffin. I was tempted. But I thought, no, he'd probably cry. Whereas I think Cooper can take it a little bit better. And I think Abe knows that as well. I think Abe's astute enough to realize who's baby. And Griffin is baby.
Theo has confirmed that Cooper can take it. So we'll take this opportunity while Theo can't rebuke and rebut. But where are our minds at with Kigfran? So we know that Cooper has sort of been employed by Kigfran for a job, but now we know that Kigfran is affiliated with Lord Sorrowwind, whoever Lord Sorrowwind is. Obviously, we as players know, if at the very least, that guy's got an airship.
Where the bloody hell did that come from?
Airship. So
the other half live.
Congratulations, everyone.
We're crawling
Elsewhere
around
now.
on snadgers.
Yes.
He's got a bloody airship.
Yes, this is how Dan introduces airships into Elsewhere. Yeah, so whoever Lord Sorrowwind is, we know that Kigfran's affiliated with him. Where are our heads at with Kigfran? Because you've all kind of met Kigfran in a way.
I kind of, at the moment, both in and out of character, he just kind of feels like a sketchy fixer kind of dude.
Mhm.
Like
The go-between.
yeah, I'm not. He probably has some deeper, wilder motivations, but he mostly seems like he's just sort of he'll just do what he needs to get paid and get the job done.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
No, I do kind of get the feeling that he's more working for this patron who he talks about, this sort of hooded person in a wheelchair, and Sorrowwind's just come along and go, right, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it my way. Get out of the way. Get the airship.
Yes. We haven't seen the patron. Well, we've seen the patron like vaguely in the background in a couple of the Elsewheres, but yeah, nothing has come of them yet. What else occurred? You all met Dottie.
Yep. Met Dottie.
When in doubt.
Thanks for that, Dan.
When in doubt, right? Roll out the old dementia suffering parents of the BBEG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so Dottie Dottie is is for all intents and purposes one of our community creation NPCs. And I'm like the blurb I got about Dottie was effectively like she's eaten too many mushrooms. Like, so she doesn't really know where she is. But yeah, there was a part of me that was just like how, yeah, just really sort of like heartstrings that she has no idea what her son has become, and she's like trapped in a world pre-eschaton.
But is that better?
Is
it better that she doesn't know that Exo is such a bastard?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Although I'll be honest, in order to emotionally protect myself, I have decided that she is just high as hell all the time.
Yeah, she's just off her. She's just snorting up
like
mushrooms and
she's confused because she's like watching like a load of pixies swirl around her. It's fine.
And they've all got Exo's face.
Oh god. Well, speaking of people with Exo's face, what's going on with that dragon?
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Cooper?
Oh yeah.
So
well, I assume that
moving into episode 11 here.
Yeah,
Cooper... we got a little bit of talking.
True.
When we were in the village to Cooper. But was that was the god, wasn't it?
Wow. There was a somewhat feminine voice in the back of Cooper's head. And I think we've pretty much wrapped up episode 10, so I think, we can just jump straight into episode 11 now. Long rest. Cooper had one of those dastardly double dreams where you wake up and
then
actually
you're still in the dream.
You're still in the dream.
But yes, who had Cooper and Exo force dyad plot line on their bingo card?
No, that wasn't on there.
No.
I mean, I had them kissing a couple of times in my head.
Theo has asked, Georgia has asked, next to Theo, what is it with women and Cooper? I think the real question is, what is it with Cooper and Exo? A topless 6 foot wide Exo.
6 foot wide.
6 foot wide!
Just repping those Kylo Ren gains.
Massive trousers up to his nips.
So again, whilst Theo is unable to directly rebuke or rebut, where are we thinking about this chap right here? What's going on with this guy?
What guy?
So I was pointing at Cooper. He was on the.
He's gone now. Oh no,
he's gone now. What are we thinking about Cooper?
Well, obviously he had some horns and he's sawn them off.
I was going to say that. Yeah, what happened with his horns?
Which I assume because the horns are related to the dragon that they are kind of sent from with. So I assume he's been sent by Bad Dragon. Not wait. No, wait.
You're right.
What have you done, Livvy?
No.
We had a new sponsor.
The bad dragon.
You've just said the same.
You said the same.
Evil dragon. The arcane dragons.
Yes. So
Dragons.
he got bonded and under the wrong gooseberry bush, and either he has sawn off his horns or somebody else has sawn off his horns. So has it been sawn off by post kind of, or in the eschaton? Is it just kind of obviously like a bad omen to have horns of a certain type of god? Or has he taken them off himself so he isn't recognized as a naughty dragon?
An arcane dragon, yeah. Well, I mean, in the conversation that like Cooper was having in the mirror with Exo, like the dream mirror. Cooper did say, because Exo taunted Cooper, being like, "I noticed the horns," and then Cooper responded like something along the lines of, "Well, we've all got to make our money. Like I did it for money." So the idea of, did Cooper saw the horns off to sell them to like a collector, for example? Like rough times. But I guess it, like, one of the things that really intrigues me about this like plot point about Cooper is that we've had a number of Dragon Scent appear in the various kind of elsewhere storylines so far.
Here we have.
Some new ones have popped
Some
up
new
recently.
ones as well, which we're very excited about debuting.
And they are bad dragons.
Yeah.
But none of them have ever been like knowingly like spawn of one of the betrayer dragons. So I mean, and Cooper, like when Cooper would have been born, like pre-war, like pre-eschaton, like the betrayer dragons at that point had not betrayed yet.
Yeah, so they were still legit.
Yeah, so that, I think that's
It's
just
like all those people that bought a Tesla before they went bad.
Yes, and much like Cooper, just hacking away to sell it off as quickly as he can.
I did it before I didn't know.
So yeah, I think that's just like an interesting thing, because I feel like in other game systems, like say D&D with tieflings, you've got this core identity that is like, I am clearly the result of something that you fear. Like, I have got fiendish blood running through me, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one when you're like, how much do you play into that realistically, without just kind of straying into discrimination and or like racism kind of thing. But there is this I think it's a similar storyline to potentially for a Sanguivar player like Griffin, where it's just like, I've clearly been marked as being on the losing, like the bad side. But yeah, what about all of these Dragon Scent that have probably done loads and loads of good stuff in the world, and now it's turned out that their team decided to their
and they
team
have
was
no
the losing
say
side.
over that. They're their own people. They don't have no say over if they were going to be betrayers or not.
Yes, precisely. Yeah, where do you three think Cooper's going to go from here on out? Now knowing that, because Theo did mention, I can't remember if it was on camera or off camera, that Cooper would have updated you all on what had just happened. Probably so he doesn't catch another face full of Abe shouting at him. Where do you think Cooper's going from here? Because that was a massive plot point for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that we're, because now obviously we know where Exo is going, and how we're gonna sort it out that we actually can get to Pfizer and then also get to Burunan at the same time, without Exo sort of getting there before us, because obviously we still got the timer, and we only need one more long rest, and we're buggered.
So yeah, it's both occurrences have happened now, so I can just say it out loud. Every short rest ticks up the clock by 1, and every long rest ticks it up by 3.
I think we're halfway through now, aren't we?
You're now 4 of 8 because you've had a short, and then you're effectively forced to have a long.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ground to cover.
I don't even know if we want to get there at the same time as Exo, because it didn't go great last time when there wasn't like a god involved.
True.
True. Yeah, I mean, even if Burunan is wasn't corrupted, would Burunan still survive Exo having a little nibble? Like,
Who knows?
we don't know. But if we cure Visor, then we can have a lift. They can give us a lift over there.
Oh yeah, maybe they can just fling us.
Hunt us into space, yes.
I mean, I can turn into a bird. I'll be all right.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're saying that we're all going to climb on Visor?
Yeah.
We're going to climb up that mummy.
We're going to climb up that mummy, and we're going to ride her.
We're going to ride her across the land. Kill.
I mean, I'm not fully against this plan.
So Theo and Chris have just been commenting on the clocks, and Chris saying he loves it. Theo saying he finds it terrifying.
The audience love it. The players hate it.
The clocks are because we have experience, Nate, of using clocks from Blades, and the power of a clock, of a countdown, is just incredible, really.
Yeah, it does massively bring in that unknown sort of overarching sort of pending doom of just oh my god, what's going to happen? But Theo's brought up a good thing, because obviously Cass has now opened up about her reason on why she's wanting to talk to Titans a little bit more.
She had to get in there before Abe found out and then shout at her as well. What do you mean you don't have a family?
Why are you secrets about your family? Bloody Abe, what's wrong with him?
He's lived in a hole for a long time.
But yeah, Livvy, how did you?
I told you I'm a method actor. I am Abe, and Abe is me.
How did you? Because you seemed quite surprised during, in the moment when Cass was just got no mum,
family,
got no dad.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of well, I think what surprised me is that Cass cared, because she's such an independent person. Obviously she's going to care if her family goes missing. Obviously they're obviously quite close knit, which I didn't see for Cass being part of an incredibly close knit family that they all just kind of do stuff together, and then her main drive is to figure out that, rather than just her main drive being just figuring out about gods because she's just interested in. So I thought that was interesting because I think she's such a Louis, just decide if you want to sit here or not. I think she's just such an independent person, but has she become independent because that's happened? Is also the other. So obviously Cooper's talking about how much she's changed from when they were together. So has that changed her personality quite a lot by this drive to find her family? Has she taken this on because her family's lost and now she's has to be the independent party that saves the day? I don't.
Because I guess there's that kind of question of we all know that Cass is overwhelmingly driven and focused on the task at hand, but how much, because Cooper has mentioned Cass wasn't like that before, but now we can all kind of collectively ask ourselves, did the sudden disappearance of Cass's parents during the war, the emergence of the World Spirits, did that make Cass's focus more extreme, more intense, and or is it just that focus? Is the focus a result of I've got to find out these answers, or is the focus more of a set of blinkers to sort of like lock out? My family went missing, and I don't know. Like they literally disappeared in a puff of smoke, and now I can shoot lightning out my hands. Like,
and it does sound like, from bits and bobs that she's dropped, it sounds like her family were quite sort of rigid and not particularly affectionate, perhaps. So it makes sense to me that Cass would already have been quite, emotionally contained.
Yeah,
as it was anyway.
Because I'm pretty sure Cass, Cass's path as an Asavar was fundamentally what she's doing now, which is like an explorer, literally, as opposed to Big E, like capital E. So yeah, I mean, in that sense, George is doing a fantastic job of sort of really playing into the Asavar identity of being like, I've been brought up to do one thing really well since like teenagehood, and yeah, we kind of see that on display here, which is great.
We also got a little bit of Guardy backstory as well.
Oh yeah, just a little smidge. I think he's kind of mentioned little bits of it here and there before. It's never been a secret, really, just something that he hasn't been overwhelmingly keen to talk about. But yeah, he's got some real problems to fix and a lot of weight on his shoulders, and now there seems to be more and more of it piling up, and he's just kind of some guy. So I think
he's just a little country boy.
We'll see how he gets on.
Because I guess would Guardy have, in inverted commas, known what he was signing up for? I appreciate no one knew what they were signing up for plot-wise, because everyone thought they were just turning up to look at some weird purple lightning. But yeah, I mean, Guardy's kind of been thrust into this role of I'm the mediator. Like, I am the speaker I'm the one who will directly commune with fundamental deities. Like, yeah, would Guardy, like, how's Guardy feeling about this sudden burden that's been placed upon him?
I mean, basically pretty bad, I would say. Like, his plan was pretty similar to what Cass been saying. You find a world spirit. They're brilliant. We love world spirits. They're incredibly wise and incredibly powerful. And you would pray to them, and they'd be like, "Please, can you help me?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, we can help you. There you go." And he'd be like, "Cheers," and sorted. So no, I mean, I think the fact that from the very first communication with them, it's not had anywhere near the kind of dynamic that he was expecting. I think he's really just winging it at the moment and desperately trying to figure out how I think he's just trying to pick one problem at a time and run at it, because there's so many problems, none of which he is particularly well qualified to fix.
Yeah. Yeah. But unfortunately is the most qualified of the five of you.
Yeah.
Like, scarily.
Yeah. That's exactly, like, he happened to get bitten by a radioactive spider and get the power to chat to nature gods. And yeah, it's not easy.
Because how old do you picture Guardy being?
I think kind of mid-20s,
right?
I would say.
So he's probably like the youngest out of all of us.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Like,
saying Abe's in his teens.
He's in his prime.
He's had a hard life.
It's hard growing up on that isle.
Yeah, when it's just you and the goats, you really start to you wither quickly.
18 months ago, when they first turned up on the mound, he looked like David Hasselhoff in Baywatch.
And then he found that pipe weed, and that just...
That flashback to him and Exo at the river, that was last week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a couple of events, a couple of unfortunate events, and now Abe looks like a bad grouting job. Like he just, but yeah. So everyone kind of jumped on the backstory, like the background sharing train. And so I think it was very good. Yeah, just kind of like, especially now that we're in this point where like. We've clearly on this roller coaster we've gotten to the top and we're now starting to tip over the slope down into the madness. So yeah, everyone's been kind of getting that in. So yeah, it's been really interesting to see how everyone's been opening up and who they've been opening up to, which I've just found really, really interesting. Go on, Livvy. Talk about snadgers.
We couldn't get out of this otherwise.
What about them? Other than they're the greatest creation that was ever created.
Well, let me, just because your corner of the screen is feeling
So lonely.
woefully empty. Let me give you a little pet snadger. Talk us through the design process of snadgers.
I thought, what do I like? I like badgers. I like snails. Put them together. What have you got? Snadgers.
I can't remember the name of the person who left the comment on episode 11, but they said that they believe their headcanon is that Abe just has a book of animals that he's made up names for, and that's what he believes they are. And we're just like, yeah, that's completely canon now.
Yeah.
Well, if you live a very isolated life on a mountain, you're not going to be like looking up ChatGPT and asking what things are. You're just going to be like,
you don't have Google,
well,
don't have Wikipedia.
I don't know. He does have Google. He's just like, well, it's got a snail back and a badger body as a snadger. It's got a big hoot. It's got a big tusk.
But badgers
like a shovel.
don't exist in elsewhere.
How
You said we're not talking about badgers.
Just,
what are
yeah,
badgers?
It's just the idea.
Because they're always snagging their claws on things.
Yeah, it's just the image of like Abe on his little like 3-legged fishing stool, like casting a line out into the seas around Dorlashal, being like, "Oh, that's a humpback flappy bird." Like, oh, bug off. But yes, I'll be honest. I wasn't 100% sure how the snadgers would land, but it seems that
Why
they're
would
quite
they not
popular.
land? Why would you not want a snadger?
Lady Vengeance, you have asked the same question that Georgia asked in the heat of the moment. Does a snadger leave a slime trail? We have discovered that they are not mermaids. Because the thought of that made me want to turn inside out. No, but do they? Maybe they leave slimy paw prints.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're.
Is it sticky mucus and they can like walk up walls?
I was gonna say, can they like?
Do they not actually lift their legs and they just? Hover across the on their little paw pads, there's just thousands of like little sluggy feet.
Little thumbs.
Little thumbs.
That's what all the hairs are. Every single hair is a little tiny foot. So, and they've got them on the bottom of their feet as well. And they just
you don't. We don't ask questions of how snadgers exist. We
just acknowledge that they do.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, I think I would much rather the snadger than the Thumbzilla monstrosity that
But
Nate
you had two choices. You
There's
had
still time.
Thumbsers.
Still time.
we can still drop him in. Maybe I'll just retcon Pfizer is actually one of the thumb monsters.
Thumbs up.
Exo gets there and he's like, you know what, I'm actually fine.
It's actually, I'm not
Actually,
hungry.
I'm off.
Had a big breakfast. Don't need it.
Yes, snatches have been great. We've we've used them to great effect. We managed to get a Cass pulling a Legolas on the back of her snadger, looking real cool, while the other four of you floundered a little bit.
What are you talking about? Me holding Guardy as a turtle. It's great.
Just chaos. Absolute chaos.
Literal body shield. Literal body shield. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that, like any other kind of final plot points that we unearthed in 10 or 11. So I think the big revelations were, Cooper and Exo are linked somehow. Sorry, we didn't actually cap that off. They're links, and Exo mused that they're both linked by Kervotha. So Kervotha being one of the betrayed dragons who during the war was destroyed, and that's where her moniker, the Sundered, has come from. So two dragons fell, Kervotha and Ulavari. Kervotha obviously being one of the betrayers, and Ulavari looking after life and death, so quite handily has just become this like eternal cycle of death and rebirth is serving the Pantheon in this sort of weird undeath state.
That was the last thing I wanted to ask as well, which I presume you will not answer, Dan, is what's Exo's relationship to these gods? Why these gods? Did he get these gods sick? Were the gods already sick? And he's like, cool, they're sick. What's going on with that?
So when Abe, I think it was Abe, kind of mentioned to the villagers of Riceville Nar that like Exo has returned. But yeah, like there was a lot of kind of shock and surprise that Exo had returned, because it was known that Exo left before the war, which meant that when Exo left, Riceville Nar was on top of a mountain, and now is not on top of a mountain, is in fact in the middle of the sea. But there was the guess, I think it was from Brynja, that if Exo was hunting for world spirits, then he knows that if he could find home, there'd be two. So yeah, Exo has, for all intents and purposes, returned home from a world that has just been like randomly dealt, like redealt, and yeah, he's hungry. He's very, very hungry.
Which implies he's the one who got them all sick and that. Interesting.
Well, that is another another question mark. Like, we know that the Pfizer and Brunan have been corrupted. They are currently in the process of crystallization. They've got arcane mana poisoning them.
Listening to rock music and staying up past 10 at night.
Yes. So we now know exactly Tim's description of like why they've been corrupted. But yeah, something that Galena was very surprised about was just like, it's one thing for people to get crystallized, but what on earth crystallizes a god? Like small g, to be fair, but still. Yeah, who knows? You will eventually know, I'm sure.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope I remember to
I hope
tell
we just
you.
don't all get flattened as soon as we get to the Titan, and then we'll never know.
Just a real quick one. Lady Vengeance has suggested that we have a Battle Wombat companion. Interestingly,
Battle Wombat.
if you were to scrub all the way through the Explorers of Elsewhere back catalogue to the Cormier campaign that I ran years ago, like COVID years ago, there was an awakened wombat companion that was like in and out of the party every now and again, and he had he basically had the voice of Moss from IT Crowd. And like that was just one of those weird little things in D&D Forgotten Realms lore. Like in Cormier, a boat from like a different nation, like different region, like a faraway land, landed, and on this boat waddled off two wombats that could talk, and like and as with what usually happens when a man wombat loves a lady wombat, they had lots of wombat kids, but because they were both awakened, all of the kids are awakened, like all the baby wombats. So now there's just this like thriving wombat community in Cormier of awakened wombats that can just talk and like devise plans, and there's this mini civilization, and it was just like, what is going on here?
Cormier is weirder than I anticipated.
right? Just one of those things. Yes, they could build walls in battle with their square poops. You're absolutely right. Okay.
But what if they had a snail shell on the back?
Oh, now we're cooking.
And once upon a time, would it be wadgers or snombats?
Snombats.
Maybe there's
a little worse, but I don't mind it.
Campaign 4 will dive into the horrendous war between the Snadgers and the Snombats.
A war about shells. They're all actually hermit crabs, so they're just battling over land. And shells, and who gets the best shells.
Cool. We've been going at this for about an hour. Is there any sort of like closing thoughts that you've had over the past 2 sessions you want to quickly share?
Just looking at the chat at the moment. Theo has mentioned Sorrowwind.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with Sorrowwind soon.
There we go, in his big bloody airship.
Every time.
I mean, we don't even know if it's a big airship. It might be just a little one.
Could be
that
a
he
little one.
pedals.
A rowboat, yeah.
I'm coming.
It's just a bicycle with wings.
Pedal faster, kick fan.
I thought you said he was like really intimidating. He's just coming.
It's like a wacky races style.
Just throwing insults as you hear him furiously pedaling overhead.
At like very slightly faster than walking pace.
Yes. Yes, Sorrowwind. He's almost certainly gonna make an appearance at some point. I mean, you guys are like, we've left you on mid encounter on the frozen river.
That's just started to break.
It's again very cracky. So we'll see how that one pans out. But you're approximately about a third of the way-ish, maybe halfway to Pfizer's lair.
What?
So
we're almost there.
No.
We got more of this to do, Dan. We've got to go see another one. Then we've got to go to a mountain. We've got to take down an airship.
Time's money. We're gonna go.
Yes, well, we'll see how long it takes you to get there. But yes, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode. Because we'll carry on with our journey towards Pfizer's lair. There's one other NPC that we have not mentioned who is due to make a reappearance. So maybe they'll make an appearance tomorrow. Who knows? Because I've got to make a lot of people appear in a short amount of time, so who knows? Right, marvelous. Thank you everyone for joining in on chat on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you very much. Yes, we will be returning tomorrow evening, 7:30 our time. So it's like GMT +1. And yeah, with episode 12, which is, it's going to be good fun. We are getting perilously close to the Act 2 finale. Who knows what's going to be happening in that one. Yes, if you enjoyed what it is that we've been saying and want to hear some more, first off, hit the like button, and then follow the link in the description to join our Discord server. It's free to join, and yeah, we're putting up memes and like updates and just random chatter in there, so it's all fun. And if you really want to help us out, YouTube memberships or Patreon, they're relatively small. They're sort of like £2 or like $3 for the base tier, but that will really help us out, because I can have also officially announced that planning for the campaign finale has begun with gusto. We're still waiting on a few things to be confirmed, but it's looking juicy.
Oh no.
So yes, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you 3 for nattering.
Thank you, Dan.
Always.
Thank
you, Dan.
you.
We'll see you tomorrow evening. Ta-ra! Bye.
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 Bye.